It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
You used the word smart. So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped was at the deal standpoint when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think, is in big trouble.
I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday. Yesterday is a hard word for me. Good. Take the word yesterday, because it doesn't work with the heinous attack.
Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen, and I said, this is genius. I went in.
and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. And I got Max the dog here. Hello, Max, what the hell are you doing? Ah! Woo! Ah! Alright, so we got a show going on today. Hello, folks. We got a Max dog. Check this out. Got a Max dog, and I love you. I love you. I'm gonna do the show now. I'm gonna do the show. I'm gonna be talking to the computer like a weirdo. We got a show. Doing a goddamn show today. Do I remember anything from yesterday, lol? Yeah, I remember playing Thunder and getting lost in the hedge maze for like 7.5 hours. I don't know. Why, what's up? We got Tyler in the chat room. We got motherfucking Cloud in the motherfucking chat room. We got Lindsay in the chat room on time. We got Allie CIA. We got Donald ass motherfucking fuckface. We got Glam Girl. We got Paladin, etc. And look at this like weird hair thing going on here. Like, what do I do with this? It's like just a whole lock. Like, get the hell out of there. Anyway, so hello users. I'm alive once again. I woke up today and so far so good. So I've got some stuff to do today. So I'm not sure how long my show will be. I might do a little bit of a shorter program today. I'm planning on doing some things later today, and those things will be discussed tomorrow. And so you know, there you go. And but I will say I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I slept really well, and I had this energy drink this morning. It was some like strawberry bubblicious flavor energy drink. Pretty good. I got a Warheads flavor energy drink as well that I might crack into later today. You don't have a hangover? I've never had a hangover, and presumably I never will. If I didn't get a hangover after yesterday, I don't know if it's possible for me to have a hangover. I got a little shit-faced on my Twitch stream yesterday. A little shit-faced. And I think Paladin could maybe fill in some of the gaps on that one if y'all missed it. But I got fucked up a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I put weed in my alcohol, and so, you know, it all came crashing down. I thought you were taking a break. I said I'm trying to slow the roll. I'm trying to, you know, I'm not doing a cold turkey method. I'm trying to go from 3 cups of coffee a day to less than that. But hello, Bab Booey. I love you. Thank you very much. But anyway, I got very drunk yesterday, and so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from that. As much as I enjoy shitting all over my face on a live stream, I mean, you know, gonna take a little break from that. But there you go. So today is Saturday. Once again, I do have some things I'm going to be doing, and I will be discussing them tomorrow. But I will be doing some things later today, and not only will I be doing some things, but I'm also gonna break into a little bit of some stuff. You know, not only the things, you know, that's fine, but the stuff is really where it gets interesting. Speaking of interesting, another child has died in this country. Why? Because of bad parenting. 5-year-old who was left in a car dies outside Texas elementary school. The child, a student at the elementary school in Mission, is related to a staff member at the school, police said. And so that's pretty crazy. 5-year-old died in a vehicle outside his Texas elementary school Thursday as triple-digit heat was recorded in the region, officials said. The boy is related to a staff member, a Dr. Fuck Dr. Emirico Paredes. Okay, that's the name of the elementary school. Elementary school in Mission, a city of around 85,000 in the U.S.-Mexico border town near McAllen. The school district police chief said on Friday the high in McAllen on Thursday was 101 Fahrenheit. A 911 call was made around 4 p.m. after an unresponsive child and officials about an unresponsive child, and officials began CPR, but the boy could not be resuscitated. Damn, imagine like having to live life. I covered a similar story to this. I mean, first of all, again, bad parenting. Bring the kid inside, right? Like, bring the fucking kid inside. Bring the motherfucking kid inside, okay? But like, imagine just being the parent in this situation, and like, you just have to live the rest of your life knowing you're a fucking stupid idiot and you murdered your child by your own fucking stupidity. You know what I mean? So like, and then also like, we have to factor in like, a kid dies in Texas. I mean, hey, I don't know the relatives of this kid, but I'm just going off of probability, percentage-wise, right? Percentage-wise, kid in Texas, chances are, wasn't going to be going so well in the future anyway. But anyway, you know, I like talking about dead kids. You know, I think it's something that, you know, we should be talking more about in this country. You know, like the kids that die from COVID, for example, the kids that get shot in school shootings, everyone cries their heart out for that stuff. But I mean, you know, dead kids is good for the clicks. You know, I don't know, man. I like starting my shows with like something less of a, you know, I don't like starting the shows with the heavy hitters. We gotta, you know, so we gotta start somewhere. We're starting on a dead fucking kid. Stupid ass fucking mom. Stupid ass fucking country. And hey, I don't know, man. I was left in a hot car when I was a fucking kid too. But I don't know. I was in New Jersey and not fucking Texas. You know what I mean? Like, why would you fucking leave your kid in a car for hours in fucking Texas? Like, Jesus goddamn fucking Christ. Like this is the natural, in fact, I'm going to keep going on this. This is the natural result of motherfuckers. Like, when we, like, in my opinion, you know, I'm a little tongue-in-cheek here, but just hear me out. We should be having some sort of test if you're allowed to have a child in this country, right? We have all these stupid, dumb fuck, shit for brain motherfuckers fucking each other over and over again and making these dumb fuck motherfucking kids, right? Like, again, if you are so fucking stupid that you're gonna leave your goddamn kid in a car for any amount of time in the middle of a Texas summer, like, Jesus fucking Christ. You know, we talk about, oh, abortion is banned, right? Like, oh, it was a big deal. We can't abort because we're pro-life. These same motherfuckers, man, leave their kids in goddamn hot cars. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you know, it would have been a lot better for everybody involved if we would have just aborted this dumb fucking child in the first place. I don't know, man. I know it's really easy to slip into the eugenicism, man. You know, if you're starting to allow people to only have kids if they're able to pass a test. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some parents are just not equipped. Some parents are just not fucking equipped, okay? I can tell you that much. Anyway, so, stupid fucking country, stupid fucking parents, and, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your persuasion, there's one less stupid fucking kid. So, think of a, you know, silver lining on this one. Alright. I don't know what happened yesterday, but my voice is like a little like hoarse today. I don't know. Was I like screaming a lot yesterday? I don't know. I got drunk on my Twitch stream yesterday and I remember a good amount of it, but I woke up with like a horsey voice. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I, you know, was I screaming? Does anyone know? I don't know. But, you know, I apologize if I've got a little bit of a fucked up voice this morning. I do not live in Texas. Unless you're referencing the person that lives in Texas, leaving them in there. But I very fortunately do not live in Texas. A guinea voice. Oh, shit. You did scream. You blew my ears out. Well, that's good. As long as I screamed for a good reason, like blowing out this fuckface's, ungrateful fuckface's viewers' voice out or ears out. You know, that's a good reason. It's a worthy sacrifice. Very drunk. Settle down. Hello, Peter. Smoking a bowl, waiting for the news in your dual set tones. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm feeling pretty rough myself. Been off of my and for almost 2 weeks because of cat scratch fever. What the fuck is cat scratch fever? Like, did your cat scratch you and now you got a fever? Like, what the fuck? Cat scratch fever. Can we come up with better fucking names for these diseases? There's no fucking cat scratch fever. It's like whatever, you know, whatever the fuck. What the fuck? I don't even know. Don't even get me started on these stupid fucking disease names. Like Lou Gehrig's disease. Who the fuck is Lou Gehrig? Can you tell us what the fucking disease is? You know what I mean? You hear about, oh, you got Lou Gehrig's disease. And I'm like, first of all, who? Second of all, what the fuck does this disease do? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. You need to see Drunk Andrea? You gotta watch the goddamn Twitch streams, Glam Girl. I pumped out 2 bangers. I got drunk 2 days in a row. And you missed both of them, but I will upload the videos to YouTube if you want to watch the video after the fact. It's a bacteria in the saliva of cats, and I've been catching feral kittens to Oh, so you're fucked. Not in the good dick way. Or, I mean, I guess, you know, in your case, there really is not much of a good dick way. But anyway, let's do a show here. So... Dark Brandon has been on a roll. Dark Brandon has, you know, relieved some student loan debt for a lot of people. Now, is it far enough? No. Should he have done more? Absolutely. But in my opinion, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought he would do less. And the right wing has been in an uproar about this. And here we have a clip from Ted Cruz, just saying some really interesting stuff. Like, he's just like, I don't know, man. He's got like a cactus in the background. Can we talk about how the fact that Ted Cruz has like a podcast where he tries to be hip and cool and like it really just isn't working? But anyway, so we have a cactus in the background and we have Ted Cruz in the foreground. Let's watch.
There is a
oh, Jesus fucking Christ, the audio is so low.
Real risk if you are that slacker barista who wasted 7 years in college studying completely useless things, now has loans and can't get a job. Joe Biden just gave you 20 grand. Like, holy cow, 20 grand. That, you know, maybe you weren't going to vote in November and suddenly you just got 20 grand. And, you know, if you can, you know, get off the bong for a minute and head down to the voting station or just send in your mail-in ballot that the Democrats have helpfully sent you.
And then we got this guy who's just like, he popped up. He was going to say something.
It could drive up turnout, particularly among young people.
So this is the thing that Ted Cruz is describing here. First of all, you are allowed to go to the voting polls while you're high. I've done it before. I love voting when I'm high. Oh, you know, I love doing that shit. It's great. Second of all, who the fuck cares if someone smokes weed, asshole? Shut the fuck up. Third of all, how do you, like, what is this fictional person he's creating in his mind? Like, okay, so there's a barista who went to college for 7 years for something useless, aka literally anything. Going to college is fucking useless. College is a motherfucking scam. I don't care what the fuck you're going. I don't care if you're going to law school. I don't care if you're going to medical school. It's a goddamn scam, right? The fact that you have to pay literally millions and millions and millions of dollars to go to college is fucking ridiculous. Did you know that poor people spend more money on college? You can be poor and go to the worst, like, cheapest college in the world, and you will probably end up spending more money than a rich person going to one of the most Ivy fucking League colleges. Why? Because of interest rates. Motherfuckers get caught in the student loan debt trap. Essentially, they become indentured servants, right? And they end up paying 300, 400, 500% of what their principal loan amount was because interest rates for student loan debt are fucking insane. So oftentimes, poor people do spend more money on college because they are unable to pay up front. And there's an entire predatory student loan industry that's around to basically turn them into debt slaves, right? So this idea, they're like, oh, you went to college for something useless. Let's be honest. College should be fucking free, right? You shouldn't have to pay to learn something. And if you go to college, you shouldn't have to, oh, I have to learn what's the most useful thing in the world. You can learn whatever the fuck you want. If you want to go to college and study anime, go for it. That should be an option. If you want to go to college and study how to make like the perfect fucking oil painting, working, you should be allowed to do so. College should be about fucking learning, not about, oh, I got to equip myself to get a good job, to get money. Like, what the fuck is that goddamn shit? Anyway, but again, this fucking guy, like, Ted Cruz is very clearly delineating how he feels about the working class. People that are poor and went to school, how he feels about them. Oh, you're poor? Well, you're obviously a fucking bong, like, addicted fucking barista who can only vote if they remember to get off the bong. Like, Jesus Christ, talk about fucking talking down. This is why nobody fucking likes Republicans, because they're fucking losers. Imagine being such a fucking loser that you're going to attack people for smoking weed, something that 70% of this fucking country likes, right? Imagine how much of an unfun fucking dork you have to be such a goddamn fucking loser that you're going to say, oh, young people smoke weed and that makes them bad. Like, go fucking fuck yourself. This guy is allowed to fucking eat bacon. He's allowed to eat fucking steaks. He's allowed to drink coffee. He's allowed to drink fucking beer. But I'm not allowed to drink or eat fucking weed or smoke weed or whatever. Like, go fuck yourself. Andrew Kohler, $5. I have stories about how universities treat lots of their instructors. I drove 13 hours a week one semester as an adjunct. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure colleges fucking treat their staff and faculty like fucking shit, too. I mean, the whole thing's a fucking racket. The college scam is a fucking racket. We need to I mean, high school is a scam. Middle school is a scam. Schooling in this country as it is a fucking scam. All of it, from the inception of when you walk into your first classroom in kindergarten all the way up until wherever the fuck you decide to fucking nope out of that fucking scheme. It's a scam. They are there to teach you a couple things like math, maybe a little bit of science, maybe. And probably they won't even cover the controversial stuff like evolution, you know, something that's only been around for what, how long, 120, 130, 140 years? I don't remember exactly when On the Origin of Species came out. But again, you're not allowed to learn that. It's too controversial. You know, we've only been dealing with it for over 100 years. Evolution, still too controversial. That's right. I'm 26 years old, and my fucking goddamn teacher was banned from teaching evolution in New Jersey. I don't know, man. That was like, what, fucking 12, 13 years ago? And I asked my teacher about it because I loved evolution, and I was very interested to learn about it in school. And the guy said that, yeah, we can't teach evolution in New Jersey. And like 2000 motherfucking like 10 or whenever that was, 2009. I don't know when I went to school. That's too long ago. But anyway, again, like the whole fucking system is a goddamn scam. But of course, Ted Cruz is just delineating how he hates poor people. He hates working people. And again, poor people end up paying more in student loans and more for schooling than rich people because they can't afford to pay it all at once. Right? This fucking whole thing is a giant fucking scam. And again, who do we have to thank for this fucking scam? Joe fucking Biden for making it so you can't declare bankruptcy on student loans. Great fucking job, asshole. And this is why Joe Biden should be canceling more student loan debt, because he created this fucking problem in the first fucking place, and he should do a little bit more to fucking fix it. But again, Ted Cruz, I mean, these people are fucking reprehensible. They are out of touch. They are fucking losers, man. They're fucking losers. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Anyway, fuck Ted Cruz. And again, Dark Brandon, a little impressive. You know, again, I thought he would do a lot less, but he does need to do a lot more. But I am pleasantly surprised. But of course, I will always push this guy to do more, because I know Dark Brandon is watching my fucking 10 viewer ass, right? Of course. Anyway, there you go. Goddamn Rialon, you live in fucking goddamn like South Africa or some shit. I'm not talking about you. I don't know what the fuck the schools are like there. Come on. And do I remember you? Fuck yeah, I remember you. Of course I remember you. My memory is intact. You're so right, Queen. That's me. I'm Queen. Who needs college when we could just watch Above It All on YouTube? That's what I'm fucking saying. This is the greatest education. I agree, man. Fuck yeah. Yeah, y'all should just take one of my podcast episodes. If any teachers are listening or professors, take one of my goddamn podcast episodes, whichever one you think is the best, and then do like a, you know, watch it, do some homework, you know? Anyway. Fucking lecturer, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Anyway, Dark Brandon is really on a roll lately. Once again, I was very critical of the Dark Brandon memes. I didn't think he did anything really to deserve it. The Inflation Reduction Act has a couple of decent things in it. Maybe I'll talk more about that later in this show. But really, I mean, Dark Brandon has been kind of lost and confused, you know? Like, Dark Brandon, like, the memes, I really do think that the memes were really annoying. But there's a theory going around there that the Dark Brandon memes in some way may have actually pushed Dark Brandon into becoming the Dark Brandon that we are seeing today. It's possible. I'm not sure. I really don't know how much people in Joe Biden's orbit are paying attention to funny Twitter memes or whatever. But either way, all I do know is that Dark Brandon has been on a roll lately. And so Dark Brandon was holding some rallies. And he just, like, I mean, again, like, there's a lot here I can criticize. But, I mean, this is pretty good. So we have a 36-second clip here from Aaron Rupar. This is from a rally in Rockville, Maryland, I believe so. And this is a pretty good clip. I mean, if this is the Joe Biden that's going to be, like, leading us from this point on, like, he just had to take, he was elected president. That was pretty rough on him. So he had to take almost a 2-year nap. And now he's woken up. And let's watch. Whoops.
We also included a provision that would have allowed anyone with diabetes, including those kids and their families, that should get charged somewhere between $600 and $1,000 a month. How would you feel like being a parent, looking at your kid and knowing you didn't have the insurance and knowing if they did not get that insulin, they may die? There's thousands of people in America going through that. And these Republicans ripped that out of the bill, but we're coming back.
Damn. I mean, damn. Like, he's illustrating, you know, yeah, people are gonna fucking die. Now, again, Joe Biden, the guy who, does not support Medicare for all. So, like, again, we can extrapolate this stuff. How do you feel if you have cancer and you know that you can't afford the treatment and you'll die? Like, we can... obviously, we need a fucking Medicare for all system, okay? We need that. But again, we're talking about Joe Biden here. We're talking about the guy that fucking, made a big deal about super predators and the fucking crime bill, calling basically every black person a drug addict and a criminal. We're talking about the guy who, was against fucking, desegregation and all that. We're talking about this fucking guy with a lot of really shitty stuff that he's done in his career, right? So, again, we can't expect too much. But at the same time, I think it's very clear that Joe Biden is attempting to do something. There is a noticeable pivot in recent days, really. I mean, over the past week, we have seen a very noticeable fucking goddamn motherfucking pivot, right? He went to basically saying, please, Republicans, please, I'll suck your dick. Please do something, please. That was his first strategy. For 2 years, he was sucking Mitch McConnell's dick every single day. Here, I'll give you an anti-abortion judge, please. Oh, Roe v. Wade, oh, please. Oh. Right, he was, again, giving every member of the Republican Congress significant amounts of fellatio. Of course, you got to get it in before Clarence Thomas rebanned sodomy in this country. But again, we've seen a noticeable pivot that now he's going against the Republicans. He's calling them out for what they are, and that is to be scumbags. He is scumbags, motherfucker. They are scumbags. The Republican Party. Now, the Democratic Party, they got a lot of problems. I'm fine to talk about those problems. But, goddamn, for once in my fucking life, I'm seeing a motherfucking Democratic politician who's not Bernie Sanders saying the truth about Republicans. That they are fucking, whatever, semi-fascist. They are fascist, let's be honest. But I know this guy's an old man. He's afraid of that word, right? So, but I mean, we're actually seeing Democrats argue on behalf of themselves. We're actually seeing them talk shit about Republicans. It's actually, it's insane. This is crazy to watch. But anyway, Dark Brandon is really making a tear. And I'm here to enable this behavior. If this is the Joe Biden we're going to see for the foreseeable future, I'm fucking in. But chances are this is just a phase, and he's going to go back to being a tired old gnome very shortly. So again, let's hope that Dark Brandon sticks around for a little bit, at least until, he declares that he's not going to be seeking another term. But either way, Damn. I mean, if he brings this energy, just for the rest of his time in the White House, I mean, fuck. That's not bad. I may not agree with you on education, but I agree with you a lot on a lot of things, and you do a really good job. Thank you. What don't you agree with me on education on? Also, thank you for the super chat. What did I say that you disagree with? Because I'm interested. I don't know. Yeah, my opinion on education is it should be about learning. It should be about actually gaining knowledge. It should be about meeting people. It should be about actually challenging yourself. But almost all institutions have been destroyed by capitalism. You know, you have to become a slave for the rest of your life to have like a 4-year experience that you may or may not even really, you know, it might not even really be that good. I mean, to me, college was never a possibility. I'm so poor, right? My family was so destitute, right? And I was just really chronically ill as a kid. So college was never a fucking option for me. Like, I was just restricted from, like, just by accident to birth. I was never allowed to enter that kind of thing, right? So, like, for me, like, again, I do all of my learning outside of college. Now, would I maybe if college was free, it would be a good thing, but I think as it's constituted right now, I don't think it's worth becoming an indentured servant for 30, 40, 50 years to learn a couple things and maybe fuck a couple of college kids, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that that's like, you know, okay, so you're going to go to a school for 4 years, you know, party and fuck a bunch of people and learn a bunch of shit that's useless and then become a fucking indentured servant for fucking 40 years? Like, no, I'm sorry, you know, I don't see the advantages of college as it's constituted right now. In an alternate universe, right, maybe 40 years ago, 50 years ago, or 40 years from now, maybe it would be something that's worthwhile. But right now, I mean, college is a scam. I mean, I think all of schooling is a scam, but it's the administration that's a scam, but it's not the education itself. Yeah, I mean, like, the education itself is great, but it's not worth becoming a slave for 40 years, you know what I mean? Like, great, I'm going to learn a couple things. Like, why can't I just buy the books and then teach myself? Oh, right, because the books are $700 fucking dollars a pop and they're only lasting 1 year or whatever the fuck. And then they have, like, an online course component so you can't even fucking resell them. It's a fucking scam. Like, let's be real. And also, again, like, the internet exists, right? Like, 30, 40 years ago, there really wasn't, like, being an autodidact 40 years ago was a lot more difficult than it is now. Like, now we got the internet. Like, I can just download a PDF from the Pirate Bay of any one of these college textbooks and figure this shit out myself. Like, again, I don't need to become a slave for 40 years to have to have the privilege of, like, you know, partying and fucking people that are, like, you know, also in the same position, as well as maybe learning a couple things every once in a while. You ever think about college? It's just such a stupid fucking thing. It's just such a waste. Like, the whole thing, I can't stand it. Like, the idea that you have to live at the college, like, that's fucking stupid, too. I mean, you don't have to, but then if you don't, you have to pay for, like, public fucking transportation, right? Why don't we have online classes? Why don't these professors, if they're so fucking smart, record their lectures and let me watch it on YouTube for free, you know? Like, Jesus Christ, man. I have a lot to say about education in this country. I went to a $40K a year private school for a year, didn't learn much. Transferred to a $2K a year public school. I thought the quality of the education was way better. That's probably because people that go to public schooling, like, you know, more, like, I would say if you're going to become a teacher for a less privileged institution, you're going to be a better person, and therefore you're going to care more about what you're teaching people, and therefore the quality is going to be better. But that's just my understanding of how teachers work. A lot of professors, they go to these, like, big Ivy League schools just for the credentials. They don't actually give a fuck about teaching people. Like, they're just using that as a stepping board to, like, become an author or something, and then they go like, oh, Harvard law professor, this guy writes this. You know, they don't fucking give a shit about actually fucking teaching people. Tyler Hackner, I'm an antisocial person. I don't want to go to fucking school and be around people. But yeah, community college, if you can afford it, go for it. But I know it's a little expensive too. I mean, it's cheaper, but I know it's more expensive than, you know, reading things online for free. It's an education requirement to my career goal. How fucking stupid is that, by the way? Like, you don't need, like, like, your actual knowledge base is irrelevant. You need a fucking certificate that is signed by some guy who probably isn't even really that great anyway. Like, you should be able to just take a fucking couple of quizzes or tests, and then that's fine. But no, you gotta waste fucking several thousand fucking dollars, go to this stupid shit fuck institution, get taught a bunch of bullshit that you could learn online in like a quarter of the time just to get some signature on some stupid fucking certificate. You know what I mean? This fucking certificate culture shit is so fucking goddamn stupid. Jobs want you to have a college degree. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that fucking shit. College fucking degree. I'm smarter than most fucking college graduates. Let's be fucking honest here. Like, I've met college graduates. I've spoken to college graduates. These are some dumb ass motherfuckers. Right? Like, again, not all of them, you know, and I know that there's like a net positive, like you're going to be at a, you know, but like I've met a lot of people that went to college, and I can very safely say that we got some stupid motherfuckers that have these college graduation certificates. It doesn't fucking mean anything. Most livable wage jobs require a master's level degree. It's fucking stupid, right? And then they pay you enough just to be able to, like, not become a debt slave, right? Oh, I'm able to pay off my student loans a little bit more than... It's just... The whole system is a fucking... It's a disaster. It's a fucking disaster. Like, when is this fucking society, these stupid fucking goddamn apes running around this fucking shit fuck planet, when are we going to decide that capitalism is bad? I mean, you look at schools in Europe, for example. Like, you can go to school in Europe and they will literally pay you to go to school because they think that learning should be a job. And then if they pay you, you're going to learn better and more efficiently because, like, you're actually being compensated for your fucking time. You hear about that shit? That's a fucking system. That's a good fucking system. But in America, we have some dumb motherfuckers that are like, yeah, I'm going to sign away 50 years of my life. And then again, the grooming aspect, the fucking grooming aspect of education, I really hate it. Like, again, I was like fucking 12 years old, right? And motherfuckers are like, oh, do you know what college you're going to go to? What the fuck do you mean I know what college I'm going to go to? I'm 12 years fucking old. I'm playing Pokemon on my Game Boy, and you're asking me what fucking college I'm going to? You know, you ever fucking get groomed by these fucking guidance counselors at fucking school? And I'm not talking about the sexual kind of grooming. I'm talking about something way fucking worse. I'm going to fucking force you to look up to this college ideal, and then boom, you're 40 years old and you're in a fucking debt trap and you can't buy a fucking house, right? And you're fucking raising a fucking family in your one-bedroom apartment, and then you're fucking, you know, you're taking out all your anger and rage at the system on your fucking kids. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. What a stupid fucking country we live in. We tell kids, the only way you're going to be able to do anything, you're not going to get a job unless you go to college and sign away fucking 30, 40 years of your life being a fucking slave to the system, having extreme debt that, by the way, you can't declare bankruptcy on. What a fucking scam. What a fucking scam, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. And they prey on children. They prey on fucking kids with that shit, man. And then, of course, like, oh, what's the way to go to college for free without paying? Oh, you become a fucking college athlete. That, you know, I know recently, like, college athletes started to get paid, but, like in some areas. But imagine that, right? Like, you go to college, right, with a scholarship because you can play fucking football, right? And then they tell you, maybe you'll make it in the NFL. Maybe you're going to make it big. You're going to win. You're going to break out. And then, right, so you go there. You don't really pay attention to the schools. You're only going there to play football. These fucking college institutions are making millions and millions of dollars off of you. You're basically a slave because they're not giving you any of that money because they gave you the scholarship that you're not fucking using anyway. All because you think, oh, maybe one day I'll make it to the big leagues, just to find out, no, you won't, because no one makes it to the big leagues. It's like a 0.00001% chance. I'm sorry, Jack. Now you fucking got a shitload of head injuries from playing college fucking football. You're a dumb motherfucker. You barely went to class. And you're going to fucking feel like a failure at the age of fucking 24 because you didn't make it into the big leagues, and you're going to take that shit out on your fucking kids. I fucking hate college, and I fucking hate capitalism, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, the education and capitalism, like, the way that those things, like, combine to each other, it's just really, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Jesus Christ. A lot of the people who demonize college have a personal vendetta against it. You're damn fucking right I have a personal vendetta against it. It's about the system as a whole. The education is not the problem. Yeah, I'm not talking about the education. Never, like, at all have I talked about the like, actually learning the stuff, right? I'm talking about the quality of how you learn, right? Like, I don't know, maybe this is just me because this is my life, but I find that I can learn way better reading a book, right, than I am going to a classroom and having some dumb fuck tell me a bunch of shit that I don't care about with a bunch of filler because they're speaking to the lowest common denominator, right? You know, I don't know, man. I'm only going off of high school here, but it's like, you know, like these fucking high school teachers, they have to talk to you like you're a fucking goddamn idiot. Why? Because they make everything about the standardized tests. Thanks a lot, Bill fucking goddamn Gates, by the way, for that fucking great fucking system. So they make everything based around standardized tests and making sure the dumbest motherfuckers in the goddamn classroom are able to get the whatever minimum score they fucking want, right? So when they teach you this shit, they teach you in the dumbest, slowest fucking way possible. I learn more reading one book than I have in fucking 6 months of a high school fucking course. You know what I mean? I would just fucking not pay attention. I would just read the book in the fucking classroom and then just skip all that shit. Like, I don't fucking want to listen to some fucking freak telling me this shit as if I'm a fucking third grader. I'm a fucking ninth grade, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. But again, schools aren't about actually learning. Schools are about being able to impress people with your credentials or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, if schools were about actually learning, I'd be all in. I love learning. I learn every day. I try to read every day. I try to learn something new every day, but that's not, like, schools are not where I would go for that. I would stay away from schools if that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not I don't like our education systems in this country. And I never will, probably. I mean, like, unless something radically changes. But yeah, you know, I do resent the fact that I was unable to go to college. You know, I do resent the fact that, like, there's just, like, a good portion of the population that by my age would have had, like, significantly different kinds of experiences. Fuck yeah, I resent that. But you know what I don't resent? Having student fucking loans that I'm gonna have to pay off until I'm 30 fucking years old. So you know what? I think I made the right decision on that. But it really wasn't much of a decision because I only had one choice, so... Goddamn Max the dog is running around like a freaking pup. Holy mackerel. Oh, hey, Max. Yeah, they tell you have to go to fucking college even if you're fucking poor. You know? Like, I'm not going to college. Like, my mom doesn't have a fucking college fund. You know this meme? This fucking joke of a system? Where it's like, oh, we're having a kid. We better start saving money for college. Imagine that fucking shit. You got a kid, and now you feel compelled to start saving money for their fucking college fund? Jesus fucking Christ. Instead of sending me to shitfuck college, you give me $30,000 and I'll be fucking just fine. Put that shit into a fucking goddamn, like, index fund or some shit. Get some passive income going for the rest of my goddamn life while I'm working at a minimum wage fucking job. That's gonna pay way more. Not to mention I won't have fucking $70,000 of debt that I'm gonna have to pay 700% interest on. You give me 30, 40K, throw that shit in an index fund, I'll be good to fucking go. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Like, imagine saving all this money and spending it on the dumbest shit imaginable. You know, like, Jesus fucking Christ. My God. Anyway, I've ranted and raved about that enough. Let's talk about, well, actually, I had this open, so let's talk about this. This is going to be a great segue. So in Missouri, things are a little different in Missouri. And let's find out how different they are. Paddling makes a comeback in Missouri School District. Isn't that crazy? Corporal punishment had been in a slow decline before the pandemic, but remains legal in 19 states, mostly in the South. The practice makes children more aggressive and disruptive. So you wonder why people in the South are all fucking stupid. They're huffing lead gasoline exhaust. They're eating asbestos fucking chips. They're fucking drinking PFAS. And they're getting beaten to fuck as a kid because their fucking daddy saw a Little House on the Prairie and said, "That's what my grandma do." Right? I swear to God. Now, I don't have a kid. I'm a childless fuck. Right? But if I had a kid and I sent them to school and the teacher beat the shit out of that kid, you know what I would do? I would be going to jail for 30 years for murder. That's what I would do, because I would beat the fucking fuck out of that fucking kid who put their hands on my fucking child. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Now, I was beaten by my mother as a kid, so I know just what this fucking shit has to do. Right? I know how fucking getting beaten as a kid fucks up people for life. I still have fucking PTSD from that fucking shit. But imagine, right, at least my mom, they were my mom, right? Imagine if some fucking stranger is beating the shit out of your kid because, oh, they're disobedient. Meanwhile, they're not disobedient. They're just fucking like neurodivergent. Maybe they're autistic. Maybe they have ADD or something. They're not fucking disobedient, you fucking stupid little fuck. You know what I mean? Anyone, and I mean anyone, who lays their fucking hand on a child, I don't give a fuck what the law says, deserves to get their fucking ass beaten, especially if it's not their own kid. If you're beating up random kids for entertainment, I hope and pray for the worst fucking possible outcome. I hope and pray that not only, you know what, actually I changed my mind. I won't go to jail for 30, 40 years for murder. You know what I'm going to go to jail for? Battery and assault. Because I don't want this person to die. I want to commit permanent damage to their body. I'm going to break their legs in a way, maybe I shouldn't be saying this on a live stream. Obviously I'm talking about a cartoon here. This is, my cartoon fantasies. I would never even have kids in the first place. But I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Let's read this article. A Missouri school district's announcement that it is bringing back paddling drew a lot of attention and dismay this week. But corporal punishment, with an interruption, perhaps for the coronavirus pandemic in some places, never went away in a large number of schools. The practice remains legal in 19 fucking states, mostly in the South. Again, you want to talk about why the average IQ of Southerners is lower? And why Southerners are more likely to be bigoted fucking scumbag fucking jackasses? Check a look at fucking corporal punishment, where it's legal and where it's not. Take a look at fucking that kind of shit. Then you're going to start seeing why Southerners are so fucking goddamn stupid and why they're so fucking religious too. These fucking moron religious people, but don't get me started. And although the numbers have declined in the past decade, about 70,000 public school children were subjected to corporal punishment in 2017-18 school year. Yeah, the most recent year for which the federal data is available. 70,000 kids got beaten by teachers. Can you fucking imagine that? So let me get this straight. It is legal for a stranger to beat the shit out of my child, but it is illegal for me to beat the shit out of a stranger who beat the shit out of my child? What? I go to jail for beating the shit out of that guy who hit my kid, and they're just fine for hitting my kid? Is that a joke? Is that a fucking joke? Yes, it is. But this is fucking America, folks. Quote, "It's just a really, really disturbing practice that some districts just continue to hang on to," said Morgan Craven, National Director for Policy Advocacy and Community Engagement in the Intercultural Development Research Association, which supports a federal ban on corporal punishment in schools. That's fucking crazy. The practice, defined as paddling, spanking, or other forms of physical discipline, jumped back into the news this week with the announcement that the school district in Cassville, a small city in southwestern Missouri, had reinstated paddling, a practice it abandoned in 2001. Not only are they going to beat the shit out of their kid, your kid, but they're going to get specialized tools and devices like it's fucking 16th century England, and they're going to go medieval on your fucking kid. They're going to construct a weapon and a tool that has one specific purpose, and that specific purpose is inflicting maximum damage on your kid for no fucking reason? That's insane. And I would go to jail if I retaliated. My kid would go to jail if they beat the... Imagine this, a situation, right? In the same states, by the way, that have these stand your fucking ground, like, castle laws, if you're a kid and the teacher beats you, you can't defend yourself, pull out a gun and shoot him in the head, right? But if you're at your house, you can pull out a gun and shoot him in the head. If you're at school, you can't? What? What about stand your fucking ground? What about defend your fucking self? No, if you're a fucking kid and the teacher beats the fucking shit out of you and maybe you punch them in the fucking face and break their nose, guess what happens? You go to juvenile jail, motherfucker. Then you're in the fucking system. Then the fucking school to prison pipeline is fucking complete. What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, oh man. These people are insane. They're just really testing some motherfuckers. They are testing the patience of parents in the fucking South. You know, Jesus fucking Christ. Again, I don't have kids, but if I did have kids and someone that wasn't me beat the shit out of my kids, now I would never beat the shit out of my kids, of course, because my mom beat the shit out of me and I know just how that didn't fucking work, okay? And I'm still fucking picking up the pieces from that bad fucking decision. But again, if a stranger beats the shit out of my kid, my fucking God. My fucking God. And I don't even believe in God, but I sure as hope that they do, because they're going to be praying to God every day for the rest of their fucking lives after what I fucking do to them if they fucking lay a hand on my fucking kid. Jesus fucking Christ. Stupid fucking country. Stupid fucking people. Stupid fucking fuckface goddamn Americans, man. I fucking hate America. This country is fucking garbage. How can anyone look at this fucking shit where Missouri is allowing you to fucking buy a fucking weapon to beat the shit out of kids with and it's legal? How is anyone gonna look at this and say, home of the brave, land of the free, God bless the US of A? Go fuck yourself. Imagine going to war for this fucking country. Like, imagine being such a brain-dead fucking scumbag fuckface that you're like, oh shit, goddamn Muslim flew a plane in a 9/11 and now I'm gonna invade another country to defend my freedom. For this? For your freedom to get fucking hit in the fucking face with a fucking weapon? Your freedom to have your fucking pants pulled down and sexually assaulted in front of a whole classroom? Yeah, nice fucking freedoms. By the way, these are in the same country where in order to participate in gym class, you need to get naked in front of a fucking gym teacher. How crazy is that? In fucking high schools in the United States, you literally need to, again, mandatory sexual assault. By going to high school, you have to get naked, jump in the showers, and the gym teacher gets to watch. Fuck yeah, baby. Maybe he's gonna get the paddle. Ooh, whoa. What a fucking awful fucking country. Awful country. Awful fucking people. Terrible fucking people that live here. Like, America produces garbage. Garbage, scumbag, dumpster sludge, fuckfaces. That's what this fucking country produces. And it's going to be a fucking endless fucking loop until we fucking decide, hey, are we gonna fix this shit? Nah, maybe the next generation will. And the next generation's gonna grow up and say, hey, are we gonna fix this shit? Nah, maybe the next fucking generation will. Right? And it's just gonna keep fucking going on and on. What a stupid fucking goddamn country. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, I am getting a little triggered, so I'm going to turn this off. And I don't even have kids. Now, imagine if I did have kids. I'd be fucking saying a lot worse stuff. But I'm going to stop it there. My God. My God. What a bad fucking country. Whenever someone says, oh, America, I love it or leave it, I go like, what the fuck? Do you have brain damage? Do you have fucking brain damage? Jesus, fuck. America. Like, God bless America. Go fuck yourself. Fuck your God. Fuck America. And fuck you, okay? Jesus. I hate this country. And again, just to be extremely clear, not only do I hate this country, but I hate the people that live here. Because we have some stupid fuckers in this fucking country. Stupid fuckers. Anyway. Yeah, my chat room's the good ones. I went to high school in New Jersey and I failed gym class because I refused to get naked in front of an adult. I said no. And I failed gym class. How great is that? Yeah, I fucking got an F for no participation because I refused to take my clothes off in front of some sweaty old man who was at least 60 years old. Great fucking goddamn system. I grew up in Burlington County, New Jersey. Yeah, America's got a couple of good things, but again, I'm going to utilize the turd in the punch bowl philosophy of thinking. Like, are you going to get the fucking goddamn punch that's around the turd? Or are you going to avoid the whole bowl because there's a fucking turd in the punch bowl? That's my feeling on America. Maybe, just maybe, there's a couple of good people here. And you know what? That's great. And I love meeting great people. But fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck. I was right across the goddamn bridge from goddamn Philadelphia. Am I right, people? Hey. Children are property of parents and can be abused and tortured, and because their parents know what's best and love them. Yeah, I can tell you this right away. My parents, they didn't know what's best, and I swear to God, I doubt that they loved me for a very good portion of my childhood. They certainly didn't fucking know what's best, and they certainly didn't fucking show any sort of fucking love. Other than, oh, I'm sorry, I beat your fucking face in, here's some ice cream as an apology. Okay, thank you. Jesus. Fucking, I hate this country, man. I hate it. I hate it. I can't, like, the depths of my hatred and resentment for the United States of America, like, you would need, like, the entire, like, physical space of the universe and then, like, 10 times over before you could even come close to the depths of my emotional disgust at this fuckface country. It's a fucking goddamn awful fucking country. Between the major malls, they have mini mall. Oh, god damn it. That's such a good line, too. Holy shit. God damn, George Carlin. What a world. Like, if someone handed me a slip of paper that says, are you okay with us beating the shit out of your kid? I would fucking, I would retaliate just for them asking the fucking question. Like, just the idea that you think it's appropriate to ask me that kind of question is worthy of a physical response. That's my opinion. Jesus. My God. Oh, it's such a terrible fucking country. Oh my God. Fuck. Your bad childhood experiences have made you unique and interesting? I guess. Considering that we're a bunch of primates, society is pretty impressive. I guess when you look at it that way. Yeah, okay. Like, I don't know, man. I fucking grew up in New Jersey. I would have, like, fucking teachers, like, grab people's wrists or something. Like, I don't know. To me, I consider that abuse. I consider a teacher touching a child to be abusive, right? But I witnessed, like, kids getting their wrists grabbed, like, when they were, like, acting out or, like, you know, handing a note to someone and the fucking teacher smacks their fucking, you know, cuts off your goddamn blood circulation. You know, that shit's fucking crazy. Yeah, Republicans who try to claim George Carlin are fucking stupid, man. Jesus Christ. Stupid fucking country. Anyway, my show's pretty much over for today, so thank you for watching. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Once again, tomorrow there will be a surprise. Maybe tonight if I stream on Twitch tonight. Maybe the surprise will be debuted there, but either way, the experience tomorrow will be the same. Q-cock. I agree with Rick and Morty about school being no place for smart people. I mean, I agree with that. I can't remember 3rd grade. My mother says it's because the teacher spanked children and I was traumatized. Yeah, that sounds about right. I just hate this country. I mean, I do. I can't, like, I'm not going to lie to anybody. Like, I don't get why people feel like that. That's another thing that, like, when I was young, like, people just, like, pretend everything is fine. Like, no, everything is not fine. Like, every time I leave the house and see these giant fucking asphalt, like, lines and all over the fucking earth, and there's giant metal machines that are driving all over them and killing each other, and I'm not allowed to walk on those bits of the planet that I was born on, that pisses me the fuck off. That pisses me the fuck off. Like, just roads. I don't even get me started on roads again. I will... Jesus, I hate roads. I just hate everything. I hate everything. And maybe that's unhealthy. Maybe I should work on it. I don't know, man. But I hate it all. I hate it all. Every aspect of this country almost. Sans like a couple of decent things. The only good thing about America is Better Call Saul. That I agree with. There you go. America is based on being anti-authoritarian. I disagree with that. I don't think that that's true even slightly. I really don't think that that's true. I mean, my perception of that is that's some fake, made-up American mythology bullshit. Like, yeah, they overthrew the king, but, like, that's because they wanted to be the kings. You know what I mean? And the compromises of, like, oh, a president only has 4 terms, right? Like, that's just the way that they could sell it to people. They wanted to be the kings. That's why they still had fucking slavery. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I guess in the abstract, like the fake cartoonized mythology version of American history, I guess it's okay. Rielon's going for fucking multiple days in a row. You have a good one? Public libraries are great. My opinion, throw a kid in a library, fuck the teachers, fuck the school system, throw a kid in the library for a couple hours, some air conditioning, maybe some nice, like, smooth jazz on in the background at a low volume, and just, like, let them just read whatever they want for 8 hours a day. That'll do a lot more for kids' education than any fucking school system in this fucking country would. My new job is global. They have an HQ in Rotterdam. If I ever get an opportunity, I'm gone now. Have a good one. Yeah, my show is over. I'm sorry if I was a little bit of a downer today. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm such a downer today. It's just the confluence of the topics I started talking about. But yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. I did get really drunk on my Twitch stream yesterday, so feel free to go watch the VOD when I upload that. It's just pretty entertaining. And again, tomorrow there will be a very interesting series of events that will take. Well, not a series of events. I guess one. It'll, like, I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow there's gonna be something interesting. Let's just put it that way. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to tease anything. That's why I don't tease anything. I just drop things like, oh, here it is. You know, I don't know, like, oh, look at this. I don't know how to promote anything. Like, oh, like, how do I know what the fuck? I don't know. that they were. No, of course not. A surprise interview, not even close. All right, y'all, have a good one, and enjoy your joint, Glam Girl Adel, and I'm sorry if I triggered you, Johnny Too Late, and y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will see y'all at another point in time in the future, if you perceive time linearly, which I don't, because I am advanced. But in the future, I will see you again.
Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup from my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.